Welcome everyone to my first makeup tutorial and happy Valentine's Day! Let me show you how I do my everyday makeup. Thank you for watching! So the first step in my makeup is to prime my eyes because I definitely cannot do without a primer. I'm using here the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It works really well, helps my makeup last all day long, and trust me, even in the rainy UK weather it can withstand a lot of humidity. It's a really important step that I usually don't skip since my eyelids tend to be on the oilier side, so my makeup can crease really fast if I'm not using a primer. It's a lifesaver. So the next step in my routine is I'm using here a face primer, which is the Missha BB Boomer Boosting Cream. It has a hydrating effect and I really like how it sits on my skin. It helps my BB cream to look better and feel better on the skin, and since my skin tends to get a little oily in the middle area, it's just making it a lot nicer and prevents it from caking up, which is definitely what I'm going for. To prep my lips, I use the Tony Moly Peach Lip Balm. It's really amazing. Next up we have the Perfect Cover BB Cream from Missha. Number 21 is the shade that I'm using. I really love the light texture and currently I'll only apply it on my forehead and eyebrows. Next step is doing my eyebrows. I will be using the Wet n Wild Brow Kit and I'm using the middle shade that you see right there. It's really important to color match your eyebrows to your current hair to make everything look very harmonious on your face. As you can definitely see, I do not have a lot to work with, but I'm still trying to frame whatever eyebrows I actually have and make them look a little bit nicer and definitely a little bit more visible. To aid with that, this is why I applied some BB cream on my eyebrows as well, plus the eyeshadow primer. The BB cream gives more coverage of each individual hair because it's a cream product, and then applying the powder product as in the eyeshadow or the brow shadow gives it a little bit more visibility and vibrance, and the primer helps it not smudge throughout the day, and we set it with the Essence Fix It brow gel. I usually don't use many products for my eyebrows, but again, this is what works for me and you should see what works best for you. And the next and most frustrating step is the eyeliner. I'm using the Swear By It palette from NYX and I'm just using the black eyeshadow color. Using an angled brush, I start drawing the actual eyeliner, and I am always doing it really thinly because of my hooded eyelids. I have determined that thin eyeliner works best for my eye shape. However, you would also need to experiment around and see what makes you feel best, what works for you, and also what's easiest for you to do. Let's be honest, eyeliner can be really difficult. A little tip to make it easier to to use a hydrating setting spray, which you can just spray directly into the eyeshadow or set some aside and spray it. You will get this creamy consistency which you can then glide around with your brush really easy. It allows for precise control and also increases the longevity of your eyeliner. To get that really snatched look and fix any mistakes, I'm using my primer again on a little concealer brush and trying to crisp out the edges. It really helps and again additionally prevents any smudging of your eyeliner. It also doesn't cake on, which is really good. Finish cleaning up the edges, I'm using a little cotton bud to straighten everything out and take away any extra layer of eyeshadow primer, and with this we are done. Next up for the eyeshadow, I will be using the Etude House Lavender Land palette. And I am starting off with a big fluffy brush and I'm using the shade called Dried Flower. Although it's a really light color, I try to pack it on tightly on the eyelid to make sure that it's going to show up vibrant on the end result. And I really love this eyeshadow palette, to be honest. I'm not sure if I can ever buy it again because I heard it was discontinued. But if you have your hands on it, it's fantastic. I enjoy the color combinations that Etude House comes up with. Absolutely amazing. Next up, I'm defining my crease with the shade called The Midnight Walk in the Garden. I keep blending with a fluffy round brush with a smaller size, and wherever needed, I will use a cotton bud to blend it further if I'm unhappy with the color buildup. Using the shade Lavender Ice Cream, I apply it to the inner corners to brighten them up and prepare them for having a little bit more highlight added to them later. Now using the same shade as my crease, I am applying it on my lower lash line and trying to stay as close as possible to make sure the eye is very defined at the end. Now using the Etude House Bling Bling eyeshadow stick, I'll apply it just on top of the eyeshadow that we just blended. I always like to repeat the eyeshadow again just to make sure that it will be really vibrant. Now time to set everything with my Fix Me Makeup Fixer Spray from Missha. I really like it, it's a nice hydrating spray, and yes, I still have not figured out how to focus objects on my camera. It's a really nice spray. I really like it and it helps protect my makeup stay on for the entire day. it's time to curl my eyelashes and then apply mascara, and that's about it for my eyelash routine. Using my trusty Lash Sensational by Maybelline, I start applying mascara to my upper eyelashes. I try to build the product from the root to make sure I have enough volume and enough color. That way my eyeliner has a more complete feel, and I also never forget to do the same for my lower eyelashes as well. Next up, I'm using individual glitter eyeshadow by the brand Mizon in color Personal Champagne. I always like to apply glitter eyeshadow on my eyelids using my finger because I make sure that retains most of the particles that often get left over on the brush. Next, to finish off the eyes, I will be using the PH Cosmetics Hawaii palette in the color Lanai to add some highlight to the inner corners of my eye and some other high points. It's also worth mentioning that in between each layer of makeup, I use my setting spray to make sure everything holds extra time. I do my eyeliner, I set it with the spray, I do the base colors, I set it again, I do the highlights, I set one more time, and then I usually do my mascara last to make sure that my eyelashes stay extra dark and no shiny particles land on them. I touch up my under eye once more and we should be good to go. Moving on to the rest of the face, I start off with the concealer by NYX. It's the full coverage one. It's literally the only concealer I have because I use it so rarely. I apply it under the eyes and in problematic areas, and always make sure to wait a little before blending it out just to avoid any creasing. These days I really like to blend everything using beauty puffs. I find them to be very convenient and I have different ones for different uses. finish off the rest of the face with my trusty Missha BB cream. I apply it everywhere as evenly as I can and blend it out really well to make sure that it doesn't cake throughout the day. Moving on to the lips, I'm using the PeriPera INK Matte Blur Tint in the shade Fan of Pink number 14, and I will be using that for my blush. Time to blend everything with my favorite puff. I really like using lipstick as a blush because I prefer cream products over powder products on my own skin. Oftentimes it makes it really easy to match your blush with your lipstick if you're using your lipstick as your blush. Time to contour my face. I'm using the 17 Shadow Pop in shade 090 Brown. I actually rarely contour my face, however from time to time it's really fun to do it, and again using my trusty puff I start contouring my face. Now to finish the rest of the face, I'll be using this Etude House Secret Beam Powder Packed in the color Honey Pearl Beige. I really like this powder. I got it back in Korea a few years ago and I've been using it ever since. It has a nice velvety finish and tends to not cake on your skin, which is really good. For my highlighter, I'm using this one by the brand Apieu. It's their Pro collection and it's called Sunlit Floor. I'll apply that on the highest shades of my face as well as a little bit on my nose. make sure my highlighter is extra shiny, I will apply again some of the BH Cosmetics Hawaii Lanai color, and I will repeat that for my eyes and the rest of the face. Now to finish everything off with the lips, I'm using my PeriPera ink number 14 again, and I'll be applying that on my lips this time, I promise. I have found it really useful to blend my lipstick either with a brush or using a cotton bud again, since it gives me a lot of precise control, and I'm also able to take away some product if I have used too much or I went out of the line. To give more dimension to my lips, I'm using the Apieu Juicy Pang tint in the shade CR01, and I'll be applying that just to the inner corners. like to apply some highlighter to the middle of my lips to give them more volume. To finish off the look, I use Cherry Moisture by Etude House and apply it just in the middle of the lips. To set my makeup one final time, and we are done. Thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it. If you would like to support me, please leave a comment, give me a like, and thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. Bye!